Cole Porter was one of America's great popular composers. He was unusual in that he wrote both music and lyrics to his songs. He wrote popular standards for Broadway, film, and he also wrote standalone Tin Pan Alley hits. Cole Porter was an interesting guy. He was fabulously wealthy, initially because of a fortune that his grandfather made, but ultimately because of the fortune he made through his songs. Perhaps more interesting, he was a homosexual in an era when homosexuality was not acceptable to the public as a whole. Because he was in show business, his homosexuality was kept secret, from the public at least, throughout his life. And yet, internally speaking, Cole Porter bristled at what he regarded as suffocating middle-class morality. Of course, he couldn't say that openly, so in many of his songs he uses a sharp wit to make fun of middle-class values. But he's so humorous about it that mostly he didn't offend people. The other thing about Cole Porter that you may find interesting is that he was a horrible student. Because of his grandfather's wealth and connections, he was accepted at Yale to study law, but he didn't do much of anything, forgot to go to class a good bit of the time, and ultimately washed out of school. Even so, being around educated people, he soaked up ideas and vocabulary that he later processed into his songs. From the late 1920s through the middle 40s, Cole Porter wrote a number of scores for Broadway shows. His most famous score was to the show Anything Goes. It is still done a lot in local summer theaters. Anything Goes was the rarest of all things, a hit show in the depths of the Depression. Anything Goes opened in 1934. It was one of the worst years of the Depression. By 1934, 80% of the Broadway theaters had closed. Very few shows were produced, and very few of those made any money. Anything Goes didn't make a lot of money, but it did better than break even, which was close to a miracle in 1934, and it's become a Broadway classic. Here is a photograph from a performance of Anything Goes. It's a razzle-dazzle musical. We will look at a couple of lyrics from Anything Goes because they reflect the wit, the poetry, and the envelope-pushing quality of Cole Porter's work. As we look at some of Cole Porter's work, I might mention that his signature technique was the catalog song. A catalog song is a song that repeats or catalogs a large number of some poetic device, metaphors, similes, allusions, or something. Cole Porter loves to do that, to heap one funny image on top of another over and over again to create a tone and to underscore a point. We will look at some examples.